Welcome, welcome, welcome to another exciting episode of Wind Down with Kev. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Whether you're watching us live on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you are appreciated. We always like to start with an attitude of gratitude. And today, as always, I want to thank all of you that have already subscribed and hit that notification button because today we are celebrating 308 subscribers. Woo! All right. I hear y'all haters. Like, Kev, you've been doing it a while. I thought you was like at 300,000. Nope. I'm just getting started and I need another 300 by this time next week. So please hit that subscribe and notification button. If you haven't done it already, you are going to love today's show. I have Ms. Tasha Owens, Ms. Tasha Talks Life, owner, operator of the Sis Stop Sulking podcast. Tosh, talk to the people. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello. This is nice on this side. Well, yes, my name is Tasha. I go by Miss Tasha Talks Life. I am the voice behind the Sis Stop Sulking podcast. I'm also an accountability coach, author, educator. I help women go from burnout to balance.
Okay.
And to just live a life that they love, self-care, mindset, all those good things. So thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. We've been working on this and talking about this for a minute. So I want to start it off like this. I did my research on your show, and it said your rapid fire game is next level. So I'm going to treat it like a ball game. Let's start this off with some speed. Okay. Let's go. Morning must have coffee, tea, or something else?
Something else.
Okay. One word your friends would use to describe you.
Authentic.
Authentic. I love that word. Go-to song when you need a mood boost.
Ooh. Anything Tasha Cobbs.
Anything Tasha Cobbs.
Right now it's Get Ready. I'm getting ready to see. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You might have to hit a note.
Ooh.
I know some music, but I don't know Tasha Cobbs. I don't know if my listening audience know. Okay. First thing when you do when you wake up, scroll, pray, or stretch.
Pray.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that one. That's me. And if Sis Stop Sulking had a signature drink, what would it be?
It would be a mimosa.
A mimosa. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. So I got to go back to question number one. I'm a poor host if I don't get clarity. Morning must have coffee and tea or something else entirely. What is if it's not coffee and tea? I go tea then coffee.
Okay.
What's your go-to in the morning?
So it's a little bit, it's hot water, cinnamon, lemon, and honey.
Okay.
So what that does is it's like a natural detox, but it also suppresses your appetite.
Wow.
It's good for you. So I do that in the morning before. And then I used to drink coffee. I stopped that. And then tea is at night. So
okay, I got you. Run that back one more time. That sounds healthy, educational, and informative. So anybody missed that, you want to grab your pen again. Run that back so we can get that formula. I'm a note taker, so I'm going to write that down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hot water, cinnamon,
uh-huh.
lemon, and honey.
I like that. I like cinnamon and honey. Sugar be calling me all the time. All the time. Sometimes not at the right time.
Right.
Like, donuts be like, what about me, Kev? Ben and Jerry be like, Kev, you went hard today. Just, you don't have to have a lot. Just tap the top of the pint. So sugar be messing with me all the time. So if that suppresses your appetite,
yes,
that's important. So I'm going to tell you something a little bit different I did today.
Mm-hmm.
I usually work hard and do a lot of research before I do a podcast. I didn't do that today.
Okay.
15 minutes. I'm going to tell you all the truth, shame the devil. 15 minutes before this podcast, I went into ChatGPT, and this is the prompt I gave. I said, I'm going to have Tasha Owens, a.k.a. Miss Tasha Talks Life, owner and host of the Sis Stop Sulking podcast on Wind Down with Kev as a guest. Can you research her podcast and IG page, tell me more about her background, and give me some good questions to ask her? How you like that prompt?
I love it.
You like that prompt?
Yeah, I'm an AI girl. So
You're an AI girl?
Yeah.
Okay. You scared? Because it gave me some questions.
Nah. I told you authentic.
you good with what you got on your pages,
yes,
represents you.
Yes.
And that is fair game. I asked you, was anything off limits?
No, nothing's off limits.
All right. So AI users, it gave me Tasha's picture, It said a bit about Tasha Owens, aka Miss Tasha Talks Life, and bullet number 1, professional snapshot. So this is how it looks at you professionally. It said Tasha Owens is a certified life coach. Period. Talk about that. Educate me in the audience. What does that mean?
Yeah, so I went through 2 different certifications. So I'm certified health and wellness,
Okay.
and also in life coaching. And so during COVID 2020, I started doing a little research. 2020, 2021 is when I got certified. And I honestly did not know what coaching was.
Okay. Okay.
Besides sports.
Okay.
Right? And one of the things, one of my friends, she has a coach. She had a coach.
Okay.
And she said, you should think about coaching. And I was like, I did cheerleading coaching. I did, and she was like, no, I have this coach. So she gave me the rundown. Long story short, I started doing some research, and I was like, I already do this.
Right.
So I said, oh, I can do this. And I am a forever a student, knowledge seeker. And if I'm going to do it, I like the credentials.
Okay.
So I said, let me look into different coaching programs. And I knew back then, and it still isn't a necessity to call yourself a coach. You don't have to be certified,
right, but
it just, I in education, I have multiple certifications. So I just did that. And and then I started coaching my friends and close people to me. And it just morphed after that. So
I love it because life be life, and then people be needing a coach. That's not good English, but y'all know what I mean. Life be life, and people need a coach. How have you enjoyed doing it professionally versus just doing it to help a sister out?
I think the only difference really is not getting paid. Like, honestly, because when you're coaching, and I had to learn, you're, the right questions, and not giving your thoughts or what you think, consulting. Because I do say, is it okay if I take off the coaching hat, put on the consulting hat? So I've always been the same. It's like, I'm talking to you, I value what you're saying, but I'm also like, what's the solution? Let's get to, what does that look like? How does that feel? And so that's the only difference, is now I can make a little money.
That is a beautiful thing. Kev is a capitalist. Kev believes in making money for the work that he does. Okay. So again, you are a life coach, podcast host. Sis Stop Sulking. What is the origin of that name? Sis Stop. In life, I have 5 sisters.
Yes.
I have several sister-in-laws, and I have several women that are close to me, like sisters. And you saying sisters? How do sisters receive that title?
Yeah, so it's funny because, again, it goes back to let's not dwell. Let's not sit and woe it's me. I've never been, and I don't know if it stems from childhood, having to figure it out. Nobody was coming, right? And just knowing let's not dwell, let's not woe it's me. Things are gonna happen, and how do we go forward?
Right.
So I was writing a book, and my book is called Sis Stop Sulking, God's Plan is Greater. And as I was writing through my story, because the title came after the manuscript was done, and it was like, okay, what is and I wish I had chat at that time, but
2 years too soon.
Right. I'm like, what is the lesson, or what is the common theme in these stories, and hindsight, and where am I at? And it was like, I didn't complain.
Right.
I didn't worry. And honestly, I can attribute that just so I know my dad. One thing about him, I've never heard him complain about anything. And I promise you, anything.
Wow.
And when I would go to him to dump, because he's my sounding board after God, he would always see the bright side.
Right.
He would always give another solution. And I'm just like, but I don't want that right now. And so I took on that as I grew up, and so Sis Stop Sucking just came from that. I think I probably had a couple of names before that I can't think of, but it was all around that same thing. I might have been Get It Together. Might have been one of them.
It's still in your face. It's still, I heard what you said. I feel you, but next play.
What are we doing? Yeah.
All right. You have sons.
Mm-hmm.
Your sons play sports.
Yes.
Do you give them that next play mentality when the game don't go their way?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Sis is because my hard work has always been the younger me.
Okay.
And I think about my childhood and
Okay.
and the girl that was so angry.
Okay.
You know, like when my parents separated for a while and didn't tell us anything.
Okay.
So, you know, it was just like, you know, so it's always been. And then I was so angry. I was in school cutting up. I mean, a couple of years ago, I saw an old teacher and he's like, "You're a teacher? Like you come,
Wow.
you know, full circle, you know." So, so that is where it came from. And then knowing that I can be a light for the girls and the
Okay.
women, because
Okay.
not only that, the women are sometimes worse than the girls when you think about
Right.
it, with the complaining and the worrying
Right.
and all of that. So yeah, so that's to answer. Did I answer the question?
Yes, you did. Yes, you
Yeah.
did. Absolutely. You definitely on point. I'm gonna double back if you skip steps.
Sure.
And it says your work centers around helping tired, ambitious women. I like that play on words. Why is it that the ambitious women that want to do more, what is getting them tired in this season?
So I say I helped ambitious but tired,
Mhm.
because we're as women, we're naturally go-getters, we're nurturers, we're the heart of the home, we are, you know, making it happen, doing all the things. And so we have all these goals, but we don't take time for ourselves.
Right.
We don't know when to slow down. We put our kids, our family, everything before us, and we're out of order. So that's why we're tired. And
Right.
that's why we're out of balance and burnt out,
Right.
overwhelmed, resentful. And so I understand you're ambitious,
Right.
but if you have balance, you'll be able to still do that and still take care of yourself.
Right.
Right. And so that's where that comes from.
So there's so much room and there's so much juice in that. I could close this right now, because when you talk about that balance, what does that look like? Somebody's listening to this right now, got 2 kids, 2 jobs, they getting the money, but they not getting no rest. And they like, I hear you, girl, but what?
That's great, because balance, there's a misconception that balance means that everything is equal.
Right.
It doesn't mean that everything is equal. In your season right now, number one, you still have to find time. I don't care if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes to pour into yourself.
Yes.
I think a lot of women think when they think of self-care or self-love, it's like spa days, or, you know, I got to go on a vacation. No, whatever's going to refuel you. Napping.
Right.
That's
Yes.
that's one of my. So when I say balance, is just carving out time. Yeah, there are seasons when, you know, the job may require a little more of your time, but the balance comes when you find that little time for yourself.
Right.
Or you do what refuels you, whether that's going to sit by the water, whether that's having a bag of popcorn and Netflixing, you know, whatever it is, but as long as you're pouring in. And I think I didn't discover this until COVID. Right. I was my mom of 3, boy mom. They're all in sports. They play instruments. You know, a wife, member of the church, treasurer of my church.
Okay.
You know, community, involved in the community. So literally, as an spread super thin.
Right.
And so, or also recovering people pleaser, right? So it's like, oh, there's a birthday party here and here same day. Oh my God, I don't want to let them down. You know,
Wow.
Like I'm going here, I'm going there. When COVID hit, and again, I understand that it was a tough time for a lot of us and a lot of people were lost, but for me to not have to be somewhere, to literally sit down, I was able to rediscover me. I started cooking, Kev. I mean, I'm a cook anyway, but I started making like egg rolls,
nice,
like recipes, and posting it. They were like, you should start a cooking channel.
Stretching the repertoire a little bit.
I started doing DIY projects in my house, things that I would have never had the time to do. And so it's like, okay, no, this is amazing. You know, and then when everything started to pick up again, I was very intentional about keeping the things that bring me joy, and also saying no. Like really looking at like, is this something I have to do? Is it somewhere I have to be? And so that's what I tell them. It's simple, but it takes intentionality.
Oh, it takes a lot. So that's rich to keep doing it. Recovering people please. I want to ask about that. You gave 2 pouring into yourself strategies that don't cost any money. Water. Last week my son was here. We talked about drinking water, minding your business, and a nap. I'm a big time napper. So what are some other things that people can do to pour into themselves that doesn't cost money and it doesn't require a vacay, doesn't require a flex. You said my wife's go-to. If you leave her alone and let her sit and look at the water, she's golden.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Mhm. And so I guess we're both part of the NAP ministry.
Yes,
Right.
I'm definitely that's me.
And it's the most underrated tool.
Mhm.
I think that and it doesn't have to be long.
Mhm.
So I just want to point that out. But journaling,
Yeah, that's good.
releasing,
That's good.
right? So I'm a huge journaler. And there's multiple ways to journal. So if you are you got a lot of things, you can do a dump.
Mhm.
Right. That is
Yeah.
a release.
Yeah.
It's all about restoring your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being.
Okay.
Right. Going for a walk,
Mhm.
going to the gym. I go to the gym about 5 times a week,
Mhm.
and it's therapy for me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some days
How many days a week do you go?
5.
You're my
Yeah.
role model.
Yeah,
That's
5.
big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Because I need it. And when I don't go because of whatever the case, it feels like I'm going through like a withdrawal from it.
Mhm.
And sometimes I just go and I'm in the sauna.
Right.
I stretch.
Right.
I'm not going hard every time I'm there, but I'm
Right.
doing something
Right.
to restore me.
Right.
You know, so those are 2 things. Journaling, physical activity is massive. Not only do you need it, it's good. You know, it's a good way to decompress and to refuel your body. I mean, I can go on and on, but yeah.
Yeah, we good. Let's talk about the gym for a second. There's a rapper whose name escapes me, but he was honest about he was going through depression, and he talked to Method Man about it. And Meth said, "I've been where you at." He said, "Go to the gym." He said, "Go to the gym." He said, "Yeah." He said, I've been through where you've been, Jeezy.
Mhm.
He said, "Go to the gym," and he said, "Even if you sit in the parking lot, go to the gym, and then once you go inside, do something, and it builds." One of the things I want you to comment on this. I shared this a couple of weeks ago about for everything I do, I have a support community.
Mhm.
Church, I have a spiritual support community. Work, I have business support community.
Mhm.
The gym, I don't know everybody there personally, but when I see them, we good. You made it
Mhm.
another morning, you
Mhm.
here again. That's my support community. So I believe in that. How do you respond to that? Just having a support community for different things that you do.
I think community is important, right? And that's what partially being an accountability coach, it's
Mhm.
community,
Mhm.
right? I can't say that I have community at the gym because I really don't want to be talked to.
I
I
got
don't
you.
want to be, but at my church, I have a community.
Mhm.
We have we have monthly fellowship, just the women,
Okay.
where we're not in the church, we're outside the church,
Got
someone's
it.
house, a space where we can just be.
Mhm.
My girls, my community we're going to a retreat in Grenada in
Let's go.
November.
Let's go.
This is the second retreat. That's important.
Yes.
You're not a mom, you're not a wife here.
Right.
You are pouring into you. You are not the roles that you possess.
Right.
You are you. Let's get back to your desires, your goals, like your dreams, and just be
Mhm.
present. So community, I think if you don't, and I actually was talking to somebody about this, if you don't have a community, you find like-minded people that are doing, and you can find communities on social media, Eventbrite,
Yes.
Facebook, going outside,
Yes.
like the other day yesterday I went to I saw that there was a networking event.
Okay.
I didn't know like half the people there, but I'm around like-minded people.
But you went.
And I went.
You went dolo, aka solo, to this networking event, made some connects.
Yes, I made some really good connects.
Okay.
And I think it's important too for those type of events to go solo,
Mhm.
because if you don't, you're gonna be standing in the corner talking to your friend the whole
Right.
time and not making any connections.
Right.
So I personally go to those things by myself. I'd rather be home,
Mhm.
right? But I know that the connections come from pushing yourself out.
Right.
So yeah, community is a huge component of personal development.
Now, I love that. And you're reaching somebody here right now that needs to network, right?
Yeah.
I travel a fair amount for business. I go to
Mhm.
conferences, sometimes as a speaker, sometimes as a guest. But in either case, I've told people at conferences or a networking event, if you meet one person, if you leave with one phone number of one person that you can share an idea with, this was a very successful conference, worth the
Mhm.
price of admission. So when you go out and you do it, it's a game changer. Because again, you
Mhm.
find someone, whatever move you're getting ready to make next, somebody else is trying to do it, as
Yeah.
opposed to your current circle might be like,
Yeah.
Tosh, you can't start a podcast.
Right.
You
100%.
can't become a life coach. You can't charge people for being their friend.
100%.
So that's wonderful.
And saying that, it's two things that I took from that. The first thing is that I understanding that for me, this is something I had to learn, that my friends, and I rocks with my friends. Like, we celebrated my 4-year episode, and they came on the show with me.
Let's go.
And it was a whole vibe.
Let's go.
It was just a celebration. I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
But I also understand that my friends may not be my ideal client.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Of course.
When I first started, it was like, support me. I support everybody. And it's like, no. So when you said that, that's important to know, that everybody is not your ideal client. And that's fine. But then it's like, also with going to these events, I intentionally set my intention, right? When I'm not just pulling up, I'm so saying, okay, I want to be able to add value, and I want to be able to connect with people.
Yes.
So what is my intention to this to go? And I found if I don't set my intention, it's a flop, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's a flop, because now I'm sitting here, I'm not talking, nobody got to talk to me before I talk to them. And so in setting my intention, it's like, okay, I want to meet X amount of people, or I want to speak, see if when people introduce themselves, I want to meet that person. I want to see,
Right.
And that, I think, is when you set your intention, I think that's what helps you to attract what it is that you're looking for.
Your next level is going to come from someone you don't know. People in our lives, I find, they know you how they met you, and that's how they see you. And if I know you from high school, then you always are that. If I know you from school, then you're always at that. They don't see the next level in you because they want to bring up the old stuff. But let's keep going. Accountability coach. Let's touch that before we pivot. What does that look like? Why is accountability so important? And what happens to people without accountability?
Yeah, that's a great question. And when you go into the life coaching thing or whatever, right? I believe that there should be a specific way that you approach it, right? And at first it was I was thinking like self-love, but I'm like, I'm not that person. I'm an action taker. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, let's get it done, right? Let's figure this out. And so accountability is where I'm going to first, we're going to identify the desires.
Okay.
Right. So what is it that you truly want? If there was no limits, no boundaries, nobody could say no, money wasn't a factor. What do you truly want?
Right.
And then from there, now what are the limiting beliefs that's holding you back from that?
Yes.
Right. And let's break that down. And that's where the questioning comes in and all of that. Right. And then it becomes, okay, so now we see the vision, we see what you want. We kind of rewrote the story that you was holding back. What's the next best step? What is the next thing you can do to get you that much closer to that goal? And guess what? I'm gonna check up on you. We gonna check in.
So I'm gonna talk directly to the camera right now. She's a good life coach. If y'all are listening to these questions, and if you're processing it seriously yourself, you would enjoy having someone ask you those hard questions to get you to the next level. So I asked that question to just watch you practice life coaching, and I can see that you are good at it, and you probably don't take half but answers when people don't tell you real things.
Sis, stop sulking.
Yeah. Get out of that. Let's make the move. Funny thing is, I'm looking at the cover of your book.
Okay.
Y'all stop sulking by her book. Picture. You have a look. I don't know if we ever told you this. It says I don't believe you. Like it's like it's looking at you like what? Has anybody ever told you that?
Yeah, it's so funny because it is not like I'm my intuition.
Yeah.
And I see game. I feel like I am such a and I don't know if it's I'm a Scorpio, but my intuition is up there.
Right.
And so I think in talk, and it's funny because my friends are like, if I'm somewhere, they're like, fix your face. Like if I'm at work and I'm in a meeting and the person is up there and I promise you, my heart is genuine and I'm not like, but I'll get a text from one of my colleagues like, fix your face. And I'm like, oh my God.
But what's funny, that can happen in a moment, but that's the picture you pulled up. That's your headshot on your book. And I take headshots every other couple of years, and I'm always trying to brand and present in a way that a man is not taught to like smiling and positive. But you.
And this is in the middle of the street.
Yeah, I see it. And it's real. And it's real. But that's good though, because it's inquisitive and you are asking a question and you're not accepting the halfway answer. All right. Let's talk AI. You said you are that person. Tell me about your intro to AI and how you're using it today. How'd you first get started?
Well, let me see. So I've been using AI since 2022.
Right away.
Yes.
Day one.
But I wasn't using it correctly. I was using it for like Google. Right. And I was learning because I am such a student. So different coaches that I was watching on YouTube or watching their podcast was talking about these different things, and then I go down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, and I'm a forever student. I'm a solopreneur.
Yes.
So what's going to make my life easier? Mm-hmm. How can I navigate this? Because I do have a career, I have kids, and I'm present with my kids. Mm-hmm. And that is being consistent. You need so now I'm learning it and I'm loving it. I'm still learning like different, and no, I'm not just a Chat GPT girl. There's other ones that I'm still learning. Yeah, but even Chat is 5.0 now, and like there's other ways that I'm learning. Yeah,
last week.
So I just at first I was using it to give me the way you did that. I'm gonna have to hold up. First of all, okay, we're not gonna go because that is fire. Okay, I was like, so I love that you did that because it helps you to kind of, especially if it's someone you don't know, like that. So I like that. But initially for me, it was like, okay, this is who I am. This is what I do. Mm-hmm. Right. What are some questions you would ask me?
Yes.
If you were to make a consultation with me, and so they, it came back with these questions, and some of them I was like, let me think, let me work through this, let me figure this out. And so that's how I've been using it. That's how I started using it. Now I use it to help me develop my I literally speak. I'm writing another book. I think this is the first time I'm like saying it publicly, and I'm speaking it because I'm a better speaker than.
You've attached the mic.
Yeah.
Good.
And I just sit there and I just talk and I keep going, and it just keeps listening, and I'm like,
it don't argue with you.
Right. It don't cut me off.
No.
And then it it gives it back to me. And I recently found, I can't remember right now, but another AI tool where I can take that and insert it where it's going to format it for me. So I'm super excited for that. Where when I wrote this book, I hired a book coach. And so now, not to say it like that, but now I don't have to pay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. AI is so affordable. I assume that you're paying $20 a month for it. Not good. Thank God. It is so worth it. It's the best $20 you could possibly spend. I sell AI as if I have an affiliate marketing agreement with it. I don't, not yet. I don't want to limit myself. Who knows what's coming in the future. And we'll definitely talk offline to give you some more stuff to do with what you're doing that just keeps leveling up. Every day I learn something new.
Yeah.
I'm a certified AI consultant right now. So took an official course to do it. Do I know everything? No. Will I know everything? Absolutely not, because there's new tools coming out every single day, and it keeps getting better and better. Okay. You're using AI. You've been on it before me. I started in 23, July, 8 months after Chat launches in November of 22. You are a school teacher by trade before podcasting and some of the other, wherever you rank it at.
Yeah.
What grade level do you teach?
So I've taught K through 5. I have 15 years in the game.
Okay.
This year coming, I am an academic intervention specialist.
Nice.
So I am pulling students out of the classroom, giving them small intervention, and sending them back.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Get in the game and get back. So let me ask you an academic question. I heard, I don't know what I was watching, where I heard it from, that in China, they are teaching how to build AI at 5 years old. And it is such a game changer. I look at the camera while I say this. That is so game changing that the distance is already wide. That's going to be crazy. Where is AI in our school system right now?
I think a lot of people are scared of it. I believe, and I'm gonna be honest, my kids, my biological kids, they are exposed to AI.
Yes.
And I just think that it's even for teachers. Number one, you got a lot of teachers that don't want to evolve. They still don't want to use the smart board, right? So let's be honest, right? But they are the dinosaurs, because the kids are able, and if we embrace it, because they're using it, right, and if we embrace it and we teach them how to use it properly, they will get what they, because it's like, if not, they're gonna get left behind. You're not gonna know. It's just so necessary. And I'm hoping, I'm at the elementary level, so I am important. So I'm hoping at the high school level, though, they are doing more integrating and allowing them to really use it, because my 11, he's about to be 11, knows how to use AI. He's designing logos and websites. He's taking a coding class where they're integrating all of that. And I'm like, we have to.
That's right. I would rather have, people call it cheating if you're using AI to do something. I would rather hire someone that's proficient in AI that maybe can't articulate everything I'm asking them to articulate about insurance. But if you can look it up in seconds and give the answer, you're better than someone that needs a week to think about it, right? My 11, now 12-year-old granddaughter, I had a conversation about what we were teaching in school. And at first they were given a negative spin, stay away from it. And I said, no, this is going to help you, not to cheat. She's a elite honor AP student already, but I wanted to go faster in many things. So I love hearing that your son is using it to be creative and to develop things, because it's endless. It's endless and endless. And we don't want to think that you have to do it the long way and show the work. I love math. I can show all my work. I can prove it out. But if I could save time and get something done sooner versus later, let me save my time. Because
ultimately you have to learn it, period, because you're in the school, so you have to learn it. But it, like you said, and if I'm learning something and say I have a test coming up, I can use AI to give me a quiz to help me to see if I know what I'm doing. It's almost like some teachers are still hung up on script. Please. And I know it's not popular. I'm really not popular. I'm telling you. It's okay.
Go against the
I'm not popular at work. I'd be like, if you're still giving script sheets, right? They don't even have to write. And I mean, I make my kids write like journaling, but they don't have to. They have, they can type, they can talk to it. They can, so it's like, let's catch up. Let's start getting with it. I love it. My mind is blown. I'm looking to get certified too. So we'll talk, because I just was talking to some lady about it. But
powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful. In the ways that you're going to be able to help people beyond the school, beyond the podcast, beyond your book. You're an entrepreneur, a solopreneur in your own right. Talk to me about what you do in the other spaces.
Oh man. So I do a lot of workshops. I have a signature workshop that I just copywritten. Thank you. It's going from burnout to balance. And it just teaches like just the framework of it's called the EPIC method. And so I believe everything starts with mindset and yourself, because if you're good and you have clarity, then you're able to move in directions that need to happen. So just briefly, the framework is EPIC, and E is embody, right? Who do I need to become, right? How does she speak? How does she move? What does she do? How does she show up, right? And then even my core values, because your core values aligns up.
Critical.
You have to know your core values. And I teach how to figure out your core values so that you know what you stand on. Right. So then it's power. Power is now breaking down the limiting beliefs, owning your voice, owning your vision, setting the goals. Right. And then I is implement. Now we've got the goal, the aligned action that we need to take. I have a action plan that they use to kind of map it out, break it down, quarterly goals into steps. And then C is commit and celebrate, because now you need to be consistent in order to see the growth. And then you also got to celebrate those wins, whether it's small or big. And so that's the framework. That's the core of everything that I teach, is this framework.
That's beyond. So let's run it back. Embody, power, implement, commit, and celebrate. And you integrated core values into the whole conversations. So if y'all are going through it and you need a coach that is epic, is going to give you some epic things and talk to you about your core values, especially I coach people on core values. We talk about things that are non-negotiables.
Mhm.
So you don't accept less than the best because it's a non-starter. Being
I love
clear in
that.
your communication with that. I think that workshop is powerful. Let's begin to land the plane and talk about something that's coming up.
Mhm.
I've been talking to you about the Black Business and AI Expo that's
Yes.
coming to the BSU Experience on October 13th.
Yes.
What I've told you so far, what are your thoughts about it? And do you think it's something that people that have businesses or want to learn about business, that there's something they should want to be a part of?
I'm such a big thinker, and Kev, that is I can see that being massive.
Mhm.
Like something that we talked about earlier about
Yeah.
a big conference because it's community.
Mhm.
We
Thoughts
talked
about
about
it.
community,
Mhm.
right? It's knowledge where we're learning something that we don't know, and people are coming for it. People want to know because when we had to sit still, a lot of people didn't want to go back.
No.
So now
no.
they're starting these businesses, but they don't know how,
What's
what,
the
when,
next
where.
move? What's the next
And
move?
so with this, I think I'm excited for it. I can't wait to pump it out,
Good.
because and then the AI component, the networking, the vend, it's just a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a whole
It's
vibe.
gonna be a whole vibe, A to Z. And we're done. I'm going to be talking to you about part of it.
Yeah.
Might see her workshop there. Pay attention to the promo around it. People need all of this information. Have you ever been to a Black Expo in the past, a Circle of Sisters, or you said you wanted to go Invest Fest Network? Have you ever been to one of those events like that?
I've been to I've been to a couple of events like that, conferences.
Mhm.
I actually was thinking about like a Sis Stop Sulking conference,
Mhm.
right? But yeah, those conferences are impactful.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes it's all the empowerment,
Mhm.
but no action.
Well, you have to take action afterwards. You should leave a conference with a couple of things. And I say this whether I'm a speaker or a guest. One connect. If you leave with one connect and one idea,
Mhm.
I don't have to resonate with all the vendors. I don't
Right.
have to do everything in all the workshops. I need one. Gary Keller is one of my favorite authors, and he wrote the book, The One Thing.
That's a good one.
One thing that you go really hard on will change your life versus 30 things that you're debating. I should do all the things that Tasha said. I should be in a certified, I should realize nobody's coming. I should,
Yeah.
well, that's a lot. I should do all of these battles. No, I can't do all of them, but napping is on my radar. I'm a competitive napper. I can nap with the best of them. I can kill a nap game. Listen, y'all, Kev can go to sleep. First, I don't wear a watch. I don't own an alarm clock, but I always know when I have to wake up, and I can wake up like that.
That's
So
a skill.
in the competitive sport of napping, I'm like that. I'm like that. I don't have those accolades anywhere else athletically, but napping, that's me. I dominate
love
that
I
game.
love that.
That's
I don't
my
know
world.
about the no alarm, but I'm with you. I might be second.
Yeah, nah, no alarm.
Yeah.
I am committed to everything I have to do, and when I have to do it, and passionate about it. If I'm not passionate about it, if I'm not committed, I won't do it.
Yeah.
You said learning to say no. My father, rest his soul, always said, always be ready to say no. If you don't have plans for your time, someone else will plan your time for you, and that we
That's
can't
it.
have.
Yep.
Okay.
And I love that. And so just really quickly, when you talked about all the things, right? And just taking one, that's where, because I was like that, like, the book is full of notes.
Yes.
Okay. But guess what? I'm overwhelmed.
Yes, you
And
can't
it's
do
like,
it all.
it's just too much.
Yeah.
And so me setting my intention for this event, okay, what do I need? I'm signing up, I'm paying my money, I'm going to this, whatever it is. What does my business need if it's a business event? What do I need in my life if it's something that's personal? And I'm going just for that. And when you do that, it's going to pop out at you. And that's where you're like, okay, now you can go home and implement that one thing, like you said.
Yeah.
So I love that.
One thing, and if there's a second one you could do, then get to the second one, but implement that first one first and celebrate it. Be epic. Empower, embody power, implement, commit, and celebrate. Tosh, what do you want to share with the people before we wrap it up? This was good. We can go a while longer, but we're going to save some of it. I got a crew that's working on this right now on the other side of the world. They've been working for 12 hours today, so we're going to bring it to an end. So what would you like to close with? What would you like to share that I didn't ask you?
No, well, just you can follow me on my social media, Tasha Talks Life everywhere. I have a self-love retreat.
Okay.
It's the second annual, and we are taking over Grenada.
Okay.
So
okay.
if you want more information about that, we literally just started booking yesterday.
Mhm.
So if you want to go with us to Grenada, ladies only, at this time, you are more than welcome to do that. Join the community. We have a Facebook group called Road to Self-Love
Okay.
and all of that. So yeah, I'm just here to serve.
Beautiful. My granddaughter's Grenadian, so her and her family,
nice.
Horsford family, if y'all listen to it, go back to Grenada with you. You plugged your podcast, your page, but what if somebody was listening and tuned in, wanting to work with you as a coach? Is that on your page as well?
Oh, absolutely, yes. So you can go to my Instagram. It's a link in there. It's my stand store, and you can set up a call to work with me. I have something big coming out. I'm doing Empowered Living coaching cohort. That's going to be coming out in the fall. I'm excited for that, which we will be talking about the EPIC method in there. It's a cohort, so it's only 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe in teaching in group.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get community, you get workshops, you get a workbook, you get me. And yeah, so that's what's coming up, Empowered Living.
Say your socials.
Tasha Talks Life everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Sis Stop Sulking podcast on all the audio platforms and on YouTube. We're trying to run it up too. I think I'm at 20 something. So I'm trying to hit 500.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where you can find me.
Your Instagram, Tosh Talks Life. Click on her link tree. It opens up. The link tree leads you to her funnel. It will take you everywhere that you want to go.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, if you liked what you heard today, please put in the comments. Please follow her. Please compliment her. Please tell me what you thought of this podcast. But most importantly, y'all heard the numbers. I'm celebrating 308. Tosh is at 326. Help a brother out. No, follow both of us. Please take both of us to the next level. We're in different places. I'm in the Two Comma Club on other social media, but didn't have a YouTube strategy until now. So please follow her. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you loved it, liked it. Hit subscribe, hit notification. Until the next time that we share time, stay blessed by the best. Peace.